Good morning, wherever you are in the world. I'm doing a video on Black History Month. And it's not what you're going to think it is. I literally don't think there should be a Black History Month. But wait, why did I say that? Because it's not really, is it really making a big impact on us? Is it? As us black people, is it really making an impact? I really do believe that Black history should be taught in schools. It should be an option where whoever wants to learn Black history can learn Black history. It shouldn't just be once every year at a particular time of the month. Every day should be Black History Month. Why is there no White History Month? I hear you people say that. I hear it. People say it. I even thought about it. I googled it to see why there isn't actually any White History Month. And I already knew the answer, and I'm pretty sure some of you that's watching this probably do have the answer. And I know a lot of you are doing a lot for our culture. At the same time, what are you doing for those of you that are literally just get all gassed up? It's Black History Month. Let me put something in my social media just to get some attention and some likes and feeds. Maybe you're not doing it for those reasons. Maybe you're actually doing it for genuine reason. You want to educate people. But it's a sad day. It's a sad time when people are literally bleaching their skin. And I know they've been doing it for many decades now. Bleaching skin, perming their hair, weaves. You know, guys literally going out of their way to make themselves look a certain way that they don't look like. Oh, what's this person doing? So what happens when you're in your car and you're doing a Facebook Live? You literally got a lot going on around you. But what I will say to you, Black History Month is very important. Yes, it's very important. Don't get it twisted. But when we have Black History Month every year, is our young generation actually knowing who's who in regards to Black history? Do they know who what Black history represents, or why we have Black history? And it started in 1987. Do we actually know that? Does people know that reason why it started around about in the 80s? And it's been going on. But when I was in school, I don't remember being taught Black history. That's because I didn't get taught Black history. And the stuff that they taught me, was it relevant? No, it wasn't relevant. Why did I need to know about the royal family and so-called white history? I ain't racist, don't get it twisted. But at the same time, the history they taught me in school did not benefit me, and it was a waste of my time. And time is money. Time is money, and money is time. So I personally don't understand why they would teach me that, because it didn't benefit me. When I go to an interview, or if I go for a contract, or I go to do something business-wise, I'm going to go, oh yeah, by the way, I got history. Yeah, I got history. I got white history. And guess what? No, it's not going to benefit you in any kind of way. Unless you're in geography, you know, unless you're along the lines of that, or a historian, why is it going to benefit you? It didn't benefit me. And for some reason, I don't think it's really benefiting anyone else, to be fair. Even for the people that are white, I don't really feel like it's benefiting you. There should be more kind of flexibility in school and education. But what I will say to you, without going off on a tangent, because I clearly can if I wanted to. But what I will say to you, did you see yesterday's video regarding stress? A lot of us black people, and sadly to say, are suffering from mental illness. And that's because they're struggling in life, because they don't believe that they can achieve in life, because they look at their skin and they think, I am a color and I am this skin, and people are not going to respect what I represent because of my skin. And that's rubbish. Literally, if you're good at something, you go do what you need to do. You young people out there, if you're good at something, don't think the streets is calling and that's all that's calling. There's so much opportunity out there. And it's funny because people label you straight away when you do something. As soon as I start talking about motivation and stuff, everyone's like, oh, he only does motivational. He's only one dimension. No, I'm much more than one dimension. I'm a human being, and I can see what's going on in this world. And it upsets me to see that certain people think that it's okay for it to be Black History Month once a year. No, every day should be Black History. We should teach our young people. And you know what? When I say teach our young people, be surprised, be very surprised by the adults, including my generation and older. Some of them don't even know their history. And some of them do know their history, but they don't teach their history because they think people don't interested in their history. But we need to know. Young black kids are dying on the street as well as other colours. Every race is literally getting involved in street crime. It's not getting twisted. It's not just young black boys and young black girls. It's every race is literally getting involved. Why is that? We're not giving them the opportunity to actually succeed in life. We're not giving it to them. We put them in university, we put them in nursery, primary school, secondary school. Then they go university, they get themselves in debt. The government, the news, the media tells you, oh, you know what, by the way, there's no jobs out there. You know, it's a struggle. It's a hard, like, we're struggling. We got Brexit, you know, and like, That's what they told them. But they don't give them the option to let them know that basically, you know, well, you can do something. There's something out there for you. And then you have to look for work experience. But no one wants to give you work experience. For those of you that want to go on this colour thing and you actually are black, of black heritage like myself, and you've got a business and you're not providing actual work experience for these young people, then don't bother saying anything and don't post nothing about black history, because you ain't representing. It's all good about black history, but you need to think about now what's happening right now. Think about our history. And if you ain't signing a role model that's out there, that's representing what you want to see, be the role model that you want to be, that you want to see, is what I meant to say. If you don't see the role model, then you be the role model. And I'm talking to you young people, because when I was growing up in school, and I was like, oh, there's no role models out there. But then at the same time, I was thinking to myself, hold up a second. If I want to be the change that I want, then I need to be that change. And if you want to be if you don't see the role model, then you need to see the role model out there, that there are role models out there. Now, for me, I get really frustrated on the fact that people go on about black history and they don't actually really preach what they're talking about. And, you know, our ancestors suffered some serious stuff, you know, and if you look into the history of their hair, why we actually perm our hair, why we bleach our skin, why we only put certain people up on the pedestal to say and represent brands, we are literally still stuck in a slave mentality. And it's sad to say, you know, you're literally working, you're literally a slave to brands. There's people, young people, that will go out of their way just to wear a pair of Nikes, to go out, just to go to a club. They'll do everything they can just to have their hair in a weave. And it's sad to say, but it's true. And until we start doing something about it, life will continue to be the same. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be perfect, because if it was perfect, it would be heaven and we wouldn't even be in here. Well, there wouldn't be no need for us to be having this conversation. I wouldn't even be needing to talk to you. If everything was perfect, literally, they will be in heaven, or wherever you believe, whatever you believe in life. But at the same time, what I've got to say to you, no black history. Every day should be black history. And I listen to it again. No Black History Month. Every day should be black history. They should teach it in the schools. Why aren't they teaching it in their schools? If you look at the news, if you look at the adverts on TV, oh my God, every time I see an advert, it's not what I like to see. I hate the facts. And I don't like using the word hate, and I'm going to use it loosely, but it's upsetting, you know, when you're watching TV and you're not seeing it how it should be. There should be much more going on now. We're in 2017, and have you seen the adverts? Have you seen Parliament, government? Have you watched it? Have you seen that the fact that there's only the minority is of an ethnicity? Now, I'm not saying there should be a black parliament, but I'm saying there should be equal rights for all. And for those young people, and for people that are old, and you was talking about doing X, Y, and Z, I said there should be I actually said there should be a black prime. Why haven't we got a black prime minister? And that got some controversy from family members of mine. And they literally were saying to me like, oh, why are you doing it that way? Why are you making it that way? Why are you talking about how there should be a black prime? And then I actually thought, you know, I can't be arsed. I'm going to tweak it. I'm just going to open it up. Why should we who would you like to be the Prime Minister of the UK? And then people start saying me. But you say me, but are you generally going to go there and do the campaign and actually make it happen? Probably not. What I say to you is continue to make a habit out of your great habits and knock out your bad habits one by one. Stay positive, productive and patient, and believe, vision, achieve in God. Make a habit. Thank you all. Check it out. Follow my feeds and make sure that you know what's going on. And yes, the news is depressing. I see you saying that. Don't watch the news then. Make your own news, because there's so much great, good stuff happening for us young black people and for the older generation, but they don't broadcast it. So why isn't there no other news media broadcasters out there? Now, I thought about that and I decided, you know what? I'm going to do my own news. Why don't you do your own news and do what's actually going on? What's happening out there? It's not all negative and boring and depressing. So like I said, one more time, continue to make a habit out of your great habits and knock out the bad habits one by one. Stay positive, productive and patient, and believe, vision, achieve in God. Follow the links that I've got down in the description and everything in the comments, and actually follow my news feeds. Go to my news feeds and click follow my news feeds. Literally go to my profile and click follow, so you get my news in your feeds all the time, so you don't have to be looking for me to send stuff to you. And then I won't be a hassle to anyone that don't like Messenger. Even though people want to be social, they go on social media, but they don't want to be social, if that makes sense to you. Anyway, thank you for having me. A pleasure having you all. wherever you're looking, watching in the world and listening, you know, because not all of us can see, you know, but I always make sure that I think of others that are not able to see, you know, and vice versa. Right? At the end of the day, the way I see it, treat everyone how you would like to be treated. That's how it should be. Treat everyone how you would like to be treated. All right? Thank you.